Well, you might have noticed a mysterious note in your mailbox that offers you cash for your home. For some people, these notes spark annoyance, for some curiosity. Sometimes they end up in your recycling bin. But who's behind the notes, offering to pay cash up front for your home? And are they preying on people looking for a fast financial solution, or is this something you should consider? For a closer look, we're joined by John Pasalis. He's the president of Realosophy. Good morning, John. Welcome to your morning.
Good morning.
First of all, who's behind these cash for home or cash for keys offers?
I mean, they're basically investors. They're investors looking at, I mean, for the most part, kind of preying on people who don't know the value of their home, and they're trying to get a little bit of value by locking the seller into a contract, but they never end up buying. What they end up doing is trying to find someone who will actually pay market value for it. So they're making money off of the difference between what they pay for it or agree to pay for it versus what someone's willing to buy it for.
We should point out, this is 100% legal. This practice is not illegal. Is it what's considered wholesaling?
Basically, yeah, it's like wholesaling. So they're basically trying to lock in a contract. You know, for sellers, the appeal is they think, you know, I don't have to do anything. I have to show my home. I don't have to prep the home. You know, these people seem nice. They'll make me an offer in cash. I mean, it's not really cash because, I mean, technically all deals in Canada are cash. And, you know, they feel like it's just not stressful, but really they're usually selling their home for a fair bit of a discount.
Well, that's what I wanted to get into, is sort of the nitty-gritty on it. First of all, how do they figure out who to approach? Who are they approaching?
So they're basically flyering everybody. I mean, they write these what look like handwritten notes. I mean, they're just photocopied notes. They look like they're handwritten. They look like they're a family, or they look like they're, you know, someone who's trying to get into the neighborhood. So they market to everybody. Usually they're targeting, I'd say usually seniors who've been in their homes for a long time, the home's not in good state of repair, and probably who don't know what their home's worth. You know, maybe they bought it for $200,000 30 years ago.
Right.
So, you know, hearing that they could get 6 or 7 sounds incredible.
One of the things I think it's interesting to point out is the people who are making the offers are not real estate agents.
They're not, no. And they never, the important thing is they never actually buy the home. So what they do is they basically make an offer to purchase the home, but that offer has a clause that says they can transfer that contract to someone else. So they're basically making money by flipping the deal to someone else.
So they may promise you, let's say your home is worth $800,000, and they may promise you $600 cash on the spot, or $600,000 cash on the spot.
Yes.
What happens next?
So number one, they don't tell you your home's worth $800,000. They tell you it's worth $6.
Yeah.
They make you an offer for $6. Then they go to a pool of investors and say, I have this deal, I have this property. Are you willing to give me $750 or $8 for it? And if they can find someone, they basically flip that contract. So the homeowner gets $600,000, the people who send the flyers get $200,000, and then the eventual buyer pays $8.
Do a lot of people take these companies up on these kinds of offers?
Some people do. I mean, it's certainly not that, I mean, dominant or that popular, but certainly some people do who feel stressed, who don't want people running through their home and looking at it, think it's a good solution, but again, they're selling their homes at a discount.
Other than the fact that you're not getting full value for your home, are there any other risks?
Well, there can be risks because the contracts are really written to favor these investors. And you got to imagine, a lot of cases, the homeowners don't go to a lawyer to have them reviewed, because if you do, the lawyer's usually going to say, what the heck are you doing? This isn't a good deal. Get an appraiser, do it properly. So they're usually signing contracts that heavily favor the investors.
Your word to the wise on this?
I mean, I wouldn't do it. I mean, if you want to do it, you want to get independent advice. And even if you want to talk to a real estate agent, at least go to a lawyer and an appraiser to figure out what your home's worth and get advice on the contract.
All right. John, it was great to have you in. I know I've seen a lot of those, but in my house, they just end up in recycling. So thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.